Okay, you guys, so we are back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about Cardi B celebrating Stefon Diggs' 32nd birthday and Stefon Diggs dressing somewhat identical to Offset. It's true. It is true. I'm not lying. I'm going to include a clip somewhere up here or up here for you guys to see that. I'm not lying and I'm not making this up. Let's talk about it because it is Stefon Diggs' 32nd birthday. They celebrated his birthday party at a club in Miami. It was also Stefon Diggs' bye week from the New England Patriots. So it was like a 2-in-1 celebration, right? Cardi B was there. They sing happy birthday to him at the nightclub. He was surrounded by friends, families, and all of that. He had the Patriots theme spooky cake, which Cardi B surprised him with. So there were 2 cakes at this birthday party celebration. Now you guys know that Cardi B most recently welcomed her 4th child with Stefon Diggs, and then Offset was giving Cardi B a bit of a hard time, like, oh, the baby's mine based on Georgia state laws, and then he disappeared from the internet because we also learned that he allegedly basically wanted to put a hit out on Stefon Diggs, and there was this Instagram model that used to mess around with Stefon Diggs, who Offset is now messing around, and Offset was asking her to drop Stefon Diggs' location, allegedly, so he could do what he wanted to do, and then, Offset disappeared from the internet. Then when the girl revealed the allegations, he said, it's not true. He was asking her for her location, not for Stefon Diggs' location, right? So fast forward to now, Stefon Diggs' 32nd birthday. They were in New York celebrating the birthday event, but critics noticed something. Critics noticed that Stefon Diggs was wearing one of those Michael Jackson iconic outfits, and who loves Michael Jackson more than Offset? Well, probably Stefon Diggs. Probably Stefon Diggs. Let me tell you, Cardi B she has a type. She knows how to choose them, honey. She knows how to choose them. So let's stop being sorry for the girl, because clearly the girl knows what she's doing. It's just that we are the only ones who is in the dark about it. She loves her men a particular way, and if that's what floats her boat, who are you or I to have a problem with it, right? If she enjoys being cheated on, if she enjoys sharing DNA with people at her age, she's not 18, she's not 24, she's past 25, is she in her 30s or going on to, I don't even know what Cardi B's age is at this point. I can't even keep up with this lady. I can't, right? But, they were in the club celebrating. Cardi B looks really, really good. Very beautiful, very gorgeous. And they were having a blast. But the internet, the moment they saw Stefon Diggs wearing that Michael Jackson identical outfit, they're like, oh my God. The internet believed that Stefon Diggs should have avoided that at all costs because it is Offset's thing to do, which is true. But does it mean that a lot of youths don't look up to Michael Jackson? Because it was a Michael Jackson coded look. Yes, it is something that Offset would have done, but the look was not, created by Offset. It was Michael Jackson, but I must agree. I must agree. It looks somewhat questionable to see both Offset and Stefon Diggs having so much in common. Like, both of them are chronic cheaters. Allegedly. They love Instagram models. Allegedly. They allegedly swing both sides of the fence. Allegedly. We don't know for sure because it's just rumors, right? We have no evidence. And if they like to, it's really none of our business. Let's keep it real, right? So they are chronic cheats, allegedly. They love Instagram model, allegedly. They swing both sides of the fence, allegedly. They cheat on Cardi B, allegedly. They have baby on her, allegedly. They treat her like a side chick, allegedly. And what else? What else do they have in common? We don't know. If you know anything else that Offset and Stefon Diggs has in common, leave it below. Leave your comment below. But anywho, it's good to see Cardi B out here happy and thriving, celebrating her man's 32nd birthday. Both parties look good. There were some critics were like, oh my God, he's so fine. She needs to have another baby with him. Hello. Why are you guys wishing that for the woman? Did she tell you she wanted to have number two with him? What if this is Cardi B's last baby? This is number 4. 2 girls and 2 boys. Pretty balanced. Why do you want her to have a second? Because the guy looks good. What about all the other things that comes outside of the looks? What about the behavior? She's going to have to co-parent with him one day, because I do believe that Stefon Diggs wants to marry Cardi B at this point, because Cardi B is a nice billboard for him. Cardi B just, when you see those billboards when you're driving in traffic and the billboard just pops and it has the perfect lighting and everything. That's what Cardi is to Stefon Diggs. People are like, oh my God, Stefon Diggs was famous before Cardi B as an NFL player, but that was it. And if many people weren't into sports, they wouldn't know who he is or what he is about. And a lot of people in pop culture did not know who Stefon Diggs was. Still don't know who the guy is. Still trying to get a sense of who the guy is. But Cardi B has given him a crossover into an all different genre. And once he crosses over into an all different genre and he's getting traction in that genre, what's going to happen? He's going to get more brand deals. He's going to get more money. Already he's leaving one team, moving on to the next. She has definitely added value to his asking price. She has had a lot of value to his asking price. So he's going to want to marry her. He's going to want to marry her because he's going to want to create that, oh, this is the black, superstar couple. One is from the hip hop world. One is from the sporting arena. Sports fraternity. So he's going to want to marry her because he knows it's going to create a lot of hype around his image, around his career, around his branding. And they're going to put on the facade of a happy family for about 3 years or maybe 5. I say give them 5. No more than 7 or 8. Give them 5, no more than 7 or 8. A lot of cheating is going to be involved in all of it because ain't no way a leopard gets up overnight and decides that, you know what? I'm going to be a jaguar. No leopard does that. Okay? So I'm just saying, if they get married, he's going to cheat on her. We're going to hear about it because these girls, they always want to one-up on Cardi B and they're going to make you see, the thing is that we hear about these men playing these games, but the thing that we don't talk about enough is the woman who plays this game better than these men, because you see, just as all men are players, there are women out there that plays just like men and they play harder, smarter as well. So there will be girls out there who are gonna listen, I don't want to ruin your home. Your secret is safe with me. And I don't want any commitment. There are girls out there like this. I don't want any commitment. I just want to live my life free and all of that. And they're going to be able to trick him into believing that. And he may have some inclination that they're not being honest with him and he's going to go for it. And then they're going to send the communication to Cardi B's nemesis, Tasha K. Tasha K is going to share it on Instagram. All of us are going to talk about it. Cardi B is going to come on the internet and crash about it. She's going to be caught in a repeated cycle until she eventually leaves. and she's going to do so under the radar. So she's going to leave a second marriage under the radar to ensure that she doesn't have another crash out publicly. And then after Stefon Diggs, she may date someone younger or someone much older, but she's loose, so I don't see her staying single for long, or she might start dating women like Porsha. But Porsha is about to get her ass beat by this girl. And I did a video about that a few days ago, and I showed you guys a clip wherein Porsha was at some shaman, some shrine, some temple, and there was this monk giving her a reading, and the monk is telling her to stay away from lesbian relationship. It's not gonna be good for her. And in the clip, you could hear Porsha mentioning something about getting beaten up by a woman, you know. So if you believe in divinity or whatever people may call it, and you went and you seek advice from someone, why would you seek the advice and not take it into counsel? So if she got, the ends of that, avoid relationships with female because the female is going to be abusive to you. And if she hasn't put that in the back of her head, that's fine. But the clip is going viral on TikTok, and at some point in time, she's on TikTok with a burner account or with her own account, and she has to see it. So if she didn't remember at first, at this point, she should remember what she was told. And if she's not going to take the counsel that she seeks into deliberation, why should I take that counsel into deliberation for her? Why should I be cautious for her when she refused to be cautious for herself? You're telling me not to laugh. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh. Because how the hell do someone tell you went ahead and you seek the information for yourself and you got the information and you're on the internet? Oh my God, I'm seeing a guy and a girl. I'm just dating around. And then you came into our faces. Bam, you're with this girl. As a young girl who has a child, why do they need to parade something on the internet consistently? And if she's going to behave like that, she married Simon. She gave up so much money for Simon because she wanted to paint a picture to the world of her marrying into security, when the reality is she was married into insecurity. She went into her colleague's house and she left with that woman's husband. Why should I not laugh at Porsha? Why should I be here vomiting if Porsha is not coughing? That's not fair to me. If she doesn't want to learn from her mistakes at her age and her popularity with all the money and resources that she has, it's too bad for her. Why should I be crying? Why should I be crying and not laughing? You think these people don't laugh at you and I? They consider you and I to be pathetic and disgusting, and they don't think we're smart people, because if we were so smart, we would be wealthy as them. And they're not being realistic to the fact that not all of us were given equal opportunities. So if you think that I'm not going to laugh at Porsha, honey, you have a next guest coming. She won't be dead. And getting beat up doesn't mean that she's going to have bruises. It could be a push. It could be a shove. It could be a slap. We don't even know if it's real. Why shouldn't I laugh? Come on. But back to Miss Cardi B, honey. I hate this relationship for Cardi B. I hate the relationship with Stefon Diggs for Cardi B. I wanted this girl to win and win a good win. But she has another Offset. She has Offset 2.0. She's happy. And we're going to see the proposal. We're going to see the ring. We're going to see the lavish wedding. She's going to be blissful. She's going to tell the man to cheat, but don't embarrass her. It's in her song. She said she doesn't like sharing. She doesn't mind sharing, but a bitch should know how they go about it. Like, how do you go about sharing? Oh, Lord. These celebrities. If you think I'm not going to laugh at these celebrities, honey, you have a sad guest coming. If something unfortunate happens to them, the variables, something out of their control, of course I'm not going to laugh at them at that point. But when they do the silly things, and when they go ahead and they seek these counsel and don't take these counsels into consideration, why would you seek advice and not take the advice into consideration? Like, come on. But anywho, guys, Offset dressed like, not Offset, Stefon Diggs, Offset coded for his birthday was never on my bingo card, but hey, who knows what else he has going on. So leave your comment below, stay safe, and we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.